have seen some good stuff, so it's going to be interesting to see how consistently he can bring that up.
But isn't it a problem that when we look at NaVi, we're like, yeah, Guardian can go off, Seas can go off, Flamey can go off, and when we look at VP, we are mostly just be like, yeah, they need snacks.
Yeah. Well, I guess Snacks is that is because of the kind of role Snacks has had in that team previously, right? It's not like the other players can't have great games because they have had throughout this tournament as well. Remember the Bialy's Cash game, for instance, where he single-handedly shut down that TT side on his own, and Taz as well.
Okay.
And pretty much everyone
How
has
about,
had
I
that
don't
moment.
mean to cut you off, but as you've seen, we've
fine.
just finished the knife round. VP took it. Presumably, they will be starting on the CT side. It is Inferno, the first map of this best of 3. In the final, the cast is, of course, HenryG and Sadokist.
Yes, thank you so much. We are ready to go. The grand final. It's the grand final a lot of people wanted coming into this tournament.
Of course.
With the 2 Tier 1 teams, Virtus.Pro, NaVi head-to-head.
Yeah, absolutely. Super Sunday has arrived, is it? Grand final, best of 3. It's been a great run for Virtus.Pro. A good tournament so far. Actually staying in the upper bracket throughout this, and that's actually quite surprising to say NaVi are coming from the lower bracket. Obviously, lost to Doppri in gaming pretty convincingly, and here we are.
Yeah, they've been in the lower bracket fairly early on. Their second game, in fact, of the tournament is when they got knocked down. And just as an interesting note, NaVi has a very good track record in the StarLadder division in these tournaments in the Ukraine. They've won, not only as recently as Minsk, they won one last year. Before they were getting international victories, they still had some StarLadder victories, but no one in the history of the tournament has ever won from the lower bracket.
Well, the lower bracket's interesting, right? Because obviously when you get to the grand final, there's no advantage given to the upper bracket. So it means that it's actually fully reset now. So obviously you have to battle a lot harder. You had a couple more games there. But they got to warm up this morning. That's actually not taking down Doppri in gaming. I think we said yesterday, whoever won that game, they were pretty much going to be guaranteed the second place. We didn't think NaVi was going to lose to either of those teams. So NaVi, to be fair, have been warmed up, and maybe that's going to benefit them somehow.
I mean, it could. You're definitely right. It was a 2-0 this morning. I think 16-9, 16-12, something along those lines as we get ready to get into this one. And it has been almost a month since the last officials before this tournament for NaVi, taking time off after not making ESL Pro League finals. And obviously letting Guardian wrist injury kind of let itself go, the elbow injury. But they think they're back into it. Snacks is definitely in this one. Bomb down already. Guardian gets taken. They'll easily recover that as they go up toward Banana. Seized has a smoke to work with for NaVi, the rest on armor. It's only 2 sets of armor on the VP side.
It's a great start for VP. Aggressive play there from Snacks, and he gets the opening pick and smokes him out as well. So he got a kill for free, didn't take any damage there. And they still have a smoke remaining on Pasha as well. He's going to be towards Banana area. 3 players for VP currently on that side. Taz and Neo pretty defensive towards the A side. Just Neo spotting to get some information. He'll take one shot and fall back if he has to. So far, though, NaVi trying to claw something back into this one. You can see Flamey getting control of the apartments area. Here's the first bit of confrontation. Neo going to be staying longer than I anticipated there.
And interestingly, Taz has completely given up on pit side, so they're almost going to have to play a retake onto A if it gets that far. Neo, great shot to take down Edward. He's still peeking out, wants another, gets seized as well. And the USP is going to try and find Flamey, but he'll fall back inside of the doorway so as not to give up yet another kill. Only 2 players left. Tech9, armor onto Flamey. Rely on this raid boss to be extremely OP. He's going to need to be. In this situation, Neo's going to rotate back around to Library as well and give support to Taz, but he's only on 24 HP. And look at the catch. Flamey goes down. Bialy pushes down Banana. And Zeus, despite having bomb, won't even get to plant it.
There it is. VP, clean sweep on the pistol there. Snacks to open things up, and Neo to close them out. Very well read. And like I said, Neo just ruthless. Not falling back even after finding the first kill and getting the 5-on-3. He wanted to take everyone down with him. And he manages to survive as well. NaVi do not get a plant, so they will be forcing up in the second. You can see Tech9's and Deagle. They've got a couple of flashbangs here, no smokes, which can be very important on Inferno. A lot of angles to cover. We will be heading towards second mid here. We can see it's actually 2 rifles for Virtus.Pro, 3 SMGs, 2 of those are UMPs. Pasha, of course, on the MP9. He'll be towards Banana at the start of the round just for the rush here. And it looks like we're going for apartments controls. It'll be Guardian in towards the bedroom, and most of his teammates edging their way out towards the stairs. So they've got to have control of this area. And with that flashbang, I'd assume get towards the end of the apartments, 1 flash over, and try and swarm the player that may be in the pit. But it's actually Neo playing quite defensively here.
Yeah, and well and truly away from the pit. Taz is going to get back inside of the site. This gave them a bit of a chance to try and bust out and go for a bomb plant as well. They have taken down Taz now, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Default plant in behind the box. Neo can't do anything about it. In fact, he's taking a little bit of damage. He's going to go down as well. Seas gets it with the Tech9. So they've got a man advantage. They've got pit control. It's going to have to be a full wrap rotation to go for this defuse, and Bialy is the only one with a kit. NaVi's done very well here, considering these passive positions inside of A. Giving up pit early, it's cost them in this round dearly. In low HP, they may look to get out of here. Pasha's on 1. Bialy's less off, but they are going to let Snacks try and get in behind. No, this is going to be a fadeaway. They got to get out. They've got to get out. This is over. NaVi's going to take the eco.
NaVi bounced back after losing the pistol. Hits Tech-9s in a flashbang, swarming the pit, and the passive setup from VP is not working out for them. They only find 1 kill before the bomb's planted, and those SMGs are just not going to do the job on the retake there. 3 players survive for NaVi. They find all the kills. And that's devastating for VP. Yeah, we'll see whether they force buy back into this. They will. 5-7s, head armor, smoke grenades purchased as well, so they're going to be going all in on this one, but it's much harder to bounce back on the pistols on the CT side than it is on the terrorist. PD50 on Snacks, and what's the play here? How do they even set up? Looks like it's a default, not going to be going for a stack.
I just don't understand the giving up pit so easily.
It's one of the strongest positions you can have normally. You have player in the pit and you have player on the side. You kind of play off each other and make sure you're actually taking the attention at a time. One hides, one faces, and when you're that defensive and you've only got a UMP on the side, you're not going to be able to get multiple spray downs at that point. Once they had control of the pit and found that first kill, round over in my opinion, and now it's going to be Neo pushing the apartments. Zeus waiting for him though. It's going to come down to timings whether he can find anything out of it.
And he's not going to go down. Oh, he is actually going to go completely on his own. I was going to say there's no flash. He would just hold the angle, but he elects to try and push through. Does do decent damage onto Zeus. Flamey's gone down as well, but Pasha's going to find Guardian. They have lost Taz immediately after those. Stays to a 4 versus 3. Pasha in behind the truck, waits for the flash from the terrorist side to come out. And this time he'll make a burrow inside of the pit position. Bomb way back toward T-stairs though. They can easily grab that, and B's completely open at the moment.
Yeah, well, at this point, NaVi don't need to force the issue too much. Like you said, the bomb down towards T-spawn. They'll be grouping up together, using that man advantage, making sure they're trading effectively in this scenario. Shouldn't be too much hard work. There it is, Edward. Sealing the deal at this point. It's going to be 4 versus 2. Bialy and Snacks, the last remaining players. They've got a little crossfire here with the pistols towards middle. Looks like Snacks wants to face this, and he's going to find low HP players as well. Could do something with this. Actually gets the first kill as well. Takes down Caesar. Just get it interesting. So Flamey taking down Bialy. They should be making their way towards the B side now, considering they know exactly where he is. Snacks reading that as well. But you can see Edward has got control of the pit, so Zeus needs to be very careful here. He's got the bomb, and he looks like he's wanting to go in. There's 10 seconds. He has to go in here. He finds the kill. The bomb's dropped. This is it now. Snacks can win this.
He actually can. This could be back-to-back eco situation. 7 seconds, though. Bomb hasn't been planted. He can't win it. He just can't die. He's dropping it down. Snacks has it. Time's gone. He didn't even need to peek that, really. I mean, if he had to just stayed alive, but he goes for it, takes the face, and gets the absolute headshot. That's brilliant.
That's devastating for NaVi. Like I said, they didn't have to do anything there. They just had to stay together. And it's the panic coming in. We saw Edward had the pit control on the other side of the map, and
I like how Starix instantly puts his hands up. Stay calm, because that's the type of thing that NaVi gets extremely tilted over.
Taking matter into his own hands, went in with the bomb towards Banana, going in first, and didn't have anyone to trade with him. As soon as he dropped, he was low HP as well. They had control of A. They knew Snacks was just towards middle. I guess that's the mentality thing. And let's just get to the other site. We have to plumb at this point, and that just goes to show us sometimes this slow, methodical stance from NaVi can actually come back and bite them. They do manage to save 2 rifles, but that's all they've got. The Eagles to join them as well, so it's going to be another force buy here as we enter round number 4. VP looking to get 2 in a row here. It's been a very exciting start to kick off the grand final here in Inferno, which we haven't actually seen much of Inferno this entire tournament, Matt. Obviously, a lot of teams adjusting to that being removed in the map pool going forward. And
actually, yeah, we haven't really seen it.
I don't think we have.
You and I definitely haven't.
Yeah, that's what I'm not sure if he's been playing in the tournament, but still.
That's actually pretty impressive. That it's, we thought Pro League would be the send off. This is apparently it. Everything else moving forward is Nuke in the pool, and Nuke needs to get some play time so it can be revised in time for the major, in my opinion. So hopefully it will. Either way, Taz going to come out from the pit. This time holding it. He sprays down, but gets a little bit overextended. Gets a little bit careless, but they burn Guardian alive, and Pasha's going to follow it up. Bombs inside of the site. 2 versus 2. Late rotation. Edward with a chance to try and scoop that up with a smoke out in front of Library, and Snacks is going to get toward Moto and hold this position for his teammate Bialy to try and rotate around from the top of middle, and they'll pinch together. But Flamey now is inside of the pit. That's so strong, and this, in my opinion, is even better sometimes in post-plant. Edward inside of that graveyard position.
It can be fantastic and watch both areas, and here comes the challenge now. Incendiary goes towards the pit. That's going to flush Flamey out. He's got the UMP. Very challenging here, taking a little bit of damage on the Molotov, and while Strad comes in, it Snacks to find it. Now it's just Edward alive. He gets the kill from Graveyard. Bialy going down and leaving Snacks alone in this 1 versus 1. Can he find the kill here? It's a big round. Another force buy going in favor of the terrorists there. You said that position was good, and it works out for Natus this time. And we're going to see whether the force buys continue. It looks like they will.
What a way to start this game. 4 rounds back-to-back, all going to the other team. VP starts it, ecoed, changed again, and now 2-2. Bomb's going to go toward the T-stairs right now. 2 players pushing. It's going to be both Bialy and Snacks over toward the B site that look to try and work down in toward Banana.
Yeah.
Well, more traditional setup on the A side this time as well, with Neo and Pasha playing a crossfires. Taz is going to look inside his apartments. As the nade goes down. These pistols for Virtus.Pro inside of that smoke. Is Snacks going to be found or not?
He's been very deadly in these rounds so far, and he's aggressive, but he's going to be found out here. Can't find the kill on towards C. C drops, and it is going to be the man advantage for NaVi, but they threw this situation away last time, despite not having enough time to actually get the bomb down. As soon as that player was killed, that was it, round over. Zeus now just looking over that smoke, seeing if he can spot anyone now. And now it's up to NaVi once again. All they need to do is group up, simple execution at this point, stay together, smoke off towards CD spawn. Looks like they will be favoring towards the B site. Bialy spots them.
Zeus, desperate to try and find one inside of the smoke. 45 seconds still to work with. This crowd is certainly loud. Pasha and Bialy are going to try and play off of each other. They haven't committed either direction yet. Flamey's still at the top of Alt Mid, can try and probe out the inside of the A site. As a man down, they have committed and sit to this 2-2 split defense. Quick face from that corner, and now he has to go, and that's smart from Pasha. They know he's there. He's going to fight forward. He's got an AK to work with. This will push them back over toward the A site. 4-on-4. What a shot from Taz on the way through, and he's going to hold on to the apartment position. Neo can find another frag here. They're just getting mowed down. These crossfires are so strong. They do find the kills back in the end, but they've gone so low on HP. And again, Pasha, oh, that's a brilliant shot from Edward, because that's the AK brought around.
It's been an all-out brawl so far, but just Bialy remains the VP now. He's only got the 5-7, no kit. And he's coming from the boiler room. Edward surely going to nail this shot. Licks away at the wrong time, though, and there it is. Bialy has a chance.
AK brought back up just like that as well. No sees is inside of the site, sprays, but just off to his left. He's searching, spots him. What a shot, Bialy's got it. But is there a time with no kit? There is, he's got this.
Oh my goodness. These force buys just won't stop. Bialy at a 2 versus 1. The crossfires once again on the A side. It should be so hard to lock down. The timing's working out in his favor, so Edward just looked away at the wrong time at that point. If you're going to have your head exposed like that, you need to be dropping down from the truck, I'm afraid. Bialy, godlike clutch there. First kill with the 5-7, and then the pressure on the remaining player was too much for NaVi. 3-2 now. They'll be forcing back into this as well. This is just non-stop. When does it end? No one wants to eco here. That's fair enough. If they're working every single time, why not?
Well, look at this push from Taz, though. P90, he's already down. Oh, that light pole nearly cost him. It absorbs some bullets, and the kills actually do come back. One only, though, for Zeus. And it is going to be Virtus.Pro looking like finally they'll get a back-to-back round for the first time in this game.
Yeah.
As it is just Flamey, though he does have a Galil.
Finally, we get some stability here. It's going to be VP with 2 rounds in a row. They choose to go aggressive this time, using the SMG's run-and-gun potential. They find the first 4 kills here. Just Flamey remains, as you said. He's got a Galil, and he does get the kill on towards Nero. Has time to work with, but the bomb is down towards the bottom of mid. And at this point, the CTs will be challenging him, and successfully as well. Snack taking down the final kill there. 4-2. Surely that's going to be the eco now from NaVi. Money is still around the 2K mark across the entire team, and with 2-stage loss bonus, they'll be looking to next round to get $2,400, and they won't be able to get an AWP, that's for sure. But they will have AK-47s and a little bit of utility. Things really get rolling for NaVi on Inferno when they get the AWP obviously on Guardian. That's when they start slowing things right down, working the picks. It's all down to him opening up the map for them. So that's going to be very important going forward. And obviously Snacks now. He's had a great tournament with the AWP. I've been skeptical, but he's really impressed me. Especially yesterday, he had a lights out performance. So a chance for VP now to farm some cash. MP9s, and they know they're up against a full eco of NaVi now. Shots have been fired. And they'll be looking to hold back. They don't need to go too aggressive here. Smoking them out for now and waiting for them to make the next move. You can see 2 players towards that car area, Banana as well.
Nice shot onto C's. Does close it out as well, Taz, as he found that first damage. Flamey's on 61. So we get a chance to breathe in this game, finally.
Indeed. Shouldn't be able to find a plan here at all. NaVi just grouping up together, getting picked off one by one. It's Pasha to find the second kill with the MP9, and here's that stack towards B. Snacks finding one, and then Edward does get the kill on towards him in return, but there it is. Bialy not scared to challenge these ones, and he's going to find the final kill there. It's actually Pasha that picks it up with the MB9, so actually good work from the SMGs. Interesting to see whether they actually decide to keep those. Taz has still got his. Snacks, this is surely when he gets the AWP. There it is, thrown over to him. And he's a really fantastic Inferno player, the Orb, especially towards that banana area. Hyper aggressive. He'll be pushing down, that's for sure, and finding that first frag. And that could be interesting considering Navi, like I said, have got AKs, but not much utility. Just a couple of Molotovs here, 2 smokes, and some flashbangs. It's not ideal, but it's workable at least. And there's an incendiary at the side of the round from the CTs. Not allow any sort of pick to come down.
Neo's going to slide back outside of that apartment position, give up the boiler. Remember, Virtus.Pro, one of the strats they used to run on this map is a heavy inside apartments.
Yes,
CT aggression. Yeah, so we could see that come out at some point in time as well if A starts to get heavy pressure from Navi.
It's one of those rounds I'll chuck in a couple of times at half just to kind of mix things up, and that's a lot of aggro towards that area. A lot of teams will be trying. Oh, look at that! The carpet's got some branding on it as well, Matt.
Oh, yeah, look at that. We didn't see this, so there is some.
Just to finish my point, yeah, the apartments area is obviously prime real estate on Inferno. You get control of that, like Navi have right now. It opens up a lot of options there, and you can push the CTs back to actually have no intel whatsoever. Neo's still challenging towards middle though. Has in the pit. And Snacks, like I said, aggressive towards Banana. He can lock this down by himself now, more than happy to find that first kill and then fall back.
Neo dancing on a fine line, nearly dancing on the flame. Didn't have much room to work, just wants to get information down middle. He loses 10 HP, not a big deal. Snacks is going to try and sit and watch this again toward Banana. They talked about this. If Neo is going to be bringing up, they talked about it on the desk, if he was going to be bringing up the AWP, if they were going to go with Snacks instead, it looks like Snacks is the one. Good exchange of kills over toward the A site, though, as Edward's going to get Pasha. 2 for him. Seized goes down to Snacks. That'll force the AWP back inside of the B site. 16 seconds, though, and the bomb is still at the bottom of middle, so Bialy getting aggressive and low HP. They could pull this off alone, but they've given up that A side by just 1 kill onto Taz going down. Good shot, Bialy. Bomb has to commit. 5 seconds. Zeus is on it. Bialy's going to close this out. But the plant does come in, so they will get some extra cash.
Happened again. They're forced to go for the plant man, making it a very difficult situation to even have a chance of winning the round. Getting on that quad area. Did have decent exchanges. They went back towards the B site, realized that's where Snacks was. That works out perfectly for VP. He finds that first kill, falls back, funnels him back towards the A site, and there it is. That's a testament to this slow-paced game for Navi. And this they're finding frags and trading very, very efficiently. You can see 5 seconds before they actually get to the bomb site here. And Zeus trying to plan an easy procedure there for Bialy. He finishes things off. I think we're at 4th stage loss bonus with the plant going down as well, that last second plant. They do manage to get AKs here. Once again, there's no nades to work with. Very important for the T side of Inferno for executions, but they're going to get to the kill here. Maybe 2. Zeus only finding 1, but Bialy fighting back. He takes them both down there, and that's completely locked down towards the B side.
Zeus was so committed to chasing down that first frag. Bialy just happened to be close enough to his teammate to avenge it, follow it up, get rid of the AWP. That's not regrabbable. Stick to the AK in this situation. Guardian on only just that deagle.
Yeah, this is a massive problem. Like I said, he's
That's
very
a lovely
influential.
shot. Through the smoke, just spots Guardian coming out with the deagle.
Obviously, free bar in the corner. Can work out sometimes. Definitely working after Bialy. Going to be dropping incendiary as well, just locking them out of that position. And the last 2 remaining terrorists have managed to recover the bomb. It's Edward, though, joined by Seas and Boiler. Just looking for a pick here. Needs something to work with, but you can see their Pasha waiting for them. He's not going to find the kill, but he does spot both of them. And now, 45 seconds to win this 3-on-2 for Navi.
Big kill for Neo to take down Edward. Seas is going to try and get toward this bomb, 39 seconds, but it's T versus 3. Doesn't quite spot the elbow, does this? Neo slides out slowly, but Taz, thankfully, inside of the CT spawn, catching him through the arch, and it's now 7-2. So despite this very, very back and forth and close start that we had, they've built up a complete 5-round sweep, which does give money on the Navi side, but
this is another force buy from them, though, so you can see they do have money available. It's $3,400, sure. They didn't get the bomb down. There was 1 player of residual cash, and he dropped an AWP over the Guardian. That's good, but he has got so much pressure on his shoulders going into this round. They have 3 smokes, 2 flashbangs, and once again, it's going to be relying on those opening picks. They can't flush out CTs, and the problem is VP are so good at controlling the rounds with their utility. They can just almost dictate where the terrorists are going to go. They're very good at reading situations and dropping the smokes at the right times and not wasting them, and also using the incendiaries to great effect as well. This first pick looking to come in from Guardian. He'll be edging his way towards Banana. There has been aggression there from the CTs. But there it is. The smoke comes in. He's going to have to reconsider his options.
They've checked out the bedroom. Start to work toward this A site and maybe get a bit of pressure into the pit through the apartments. Neo, though, is peeking onto the boiler doorway. Edward, though, timing everything. Neo fades away. He goes down into that door. It's not quite showing just yet, though. Waits for his teammates to get set. Crossfire top and middle to clear out both this atrium and over toward the arch side. Good Molotov buys them a little bit of space. A little bit more time, and now they're going to fall away from that crossfire set, but oh, that was nearly costly. As Neo had the smoke out, does find Guardian in it. That works out perfectly for him. There's the response frag fill from Zeus.
Doesn't decide to fall back after that opening kill. Trying to send a message out to NaVi. They do respond 4-on-4 now. Still not making their final move. 30 seconds remaining. It sees it gets flashed towards B. Now really gets away with his life there, but they did spot him. Bomb still down towards middle. He will be edging up now. The face from Pasha works out though. He gets the headshot on towards Zeus. Time ticking away once again. They need to try and find something here, get some positional control of the A bomb site.
Pasha looking to try and spot up Flamey, but he's gotten by him inside of that smoke. Thankfully, Taz spots him inside of the site. Pasha goes up and over. It's now 6 straight rounds for Virtus.Pro.
Yeah,
and it's the lack of bomb plants within them that's going to really start to cost NaVi.
Just keep force buying here. Obviously, they got that maximum loss bonus, and saving a couple of weapons is a little bit too tempting for them. So we have a pause coming in. I assume it's tactical at this stage, Matt. It must be after losing, what, how many rows?
6 in a row now, yeah.
And it's a really good game from VP. They're mixing things up. They've had some really strong aggression towards the B side of the map and pushing the apartments area. And now they're playing more of a passive game and forcing the faces in unfavorable situations for NaVi. They just don't have the utility to actually get in those bomb sites and make something happen. Once again, 10 seconds remaining before they even made their move to the bomb site. They'd already lost most of the exchanges. So they need to work out how they're going to operate going forward. They can afford a partial buy this round if they were to force to be Galil's only. So surely take the partial buy, Tech 9s. Let's try a little B execute. Let's try and get a plant down here and just give yourself an opportunity to have the AWP and all the grenades you actually need to get onto a bomb site and hold off a post-plant situation. Haven't really got rolling in that sense. It's been that back and forth force buy game to kick things off here on Inferno, but they haven't responded since. 8-2 now for VP. I'd say VP, in the grand scheme of things, they're definitely the underdogs in this matchup, but so far they're dominating.
Yeah.
StarX on camera there.
Clearly got a plan, doesn't he? Looks like he's certainly got something in mind.
This is the thing, though.
Change.
If I'm VP right now, I'm throwing a spanner in the works. I'm maybe sending 3 players down middle with grenades and just going super fast and trying to get that first pick and just disrupt whatever they have in mind right now. You could go for the full takeover of Banana with 3 players, just something like that. They've got the pause as well. They know they're going to be adapting at this point. I'd say go lock it down like they did before with the SMGs. We'll see what they decide to do. You can see there, I think this will be a set piece from now. They've got 4 smokes with the Tech 9s this time, a couple of flashbang. They do have lots of strategies available in terms of executions on this map. We've seen some really creative stuff from them from second middle. We have a plethora of smokes available. And we'll be heading towards the second mid area right now. Pasha will be facing down, trying to gain some intel here. Haven't spotted anything for now. Just sees holding towards that banana area. And here comes the push from the CTs. They're looking to find the first frag here as they have smoke down the bottom.
Seized. Waiting. Smoke to go over. Front library inside of the arch potentially. It looks like both will be applied. Should give them a chance to wrap in toward Atrium, have it completely covered off. But what is the approach? Because if they actually put it toward Arch, they want to try and potentially wrap and get Banana. I'm a little bit confused as to how they go about this because there's still 2 Virtus.Pros. Thankfully, those smokes are still out. They actually can get toward that archway position. As such, Bialy is considering the possibility.
Yeah, he's ready for them. Going to be the bomb dropping towards middle base, so that's not really going to help out. That arch side now completely obliterated whatever NaVi had in mind. It's just dispatched of by VP. Simple round for them here. Very little damage inflicted. It's just Taz has been shot once. And now sees he was holding towards B. I don't think that push would be coming in, and it doesn't really work out for him. 35 seconds remaining. And at this point, he might as well see if he can get a weapon. Push in, get a backstab going. The Snacks is waiting for him. Cleverly so as well.
Seized. Tech 9 versus 5 gets caught immediately. Snacks, as you say, waiting for him. 9-2, and the timeout certainly didn't bring anything about it. It did have an interesting setup. I was curious as to what that might have been. Whether they were going to wrap library and go back onto the A site with 2 going directly toward the front of the library. I'm not really sure what the plan was, but it got foiled either way.
When you're going the arch side, right? You've got Tech 9s. You don't really have the firepower, the long-range actual weapons to do anything about it. They're facing you passively from library. You need to be using those smokes effectively and locking them out. That just didn't happen. It was pretty easy pickings there for VP. Round number 12 now. We do have a decent buy finally. Guardian with the AWP, of course, rest of his teammates with AKs and grenades for probably the first time in this entire game. Look at the grenades coming in. Zeus taking a ton of damage. He's burning alive as well. It's Bialy to open things up. Cooks Zeus. And a 5-on-4. Whatever they had in mind, quickly taken care of at the start of the round. We're going to have to work a lot harder here to get back into this one.
Pasha inside of the cubby. It's going to be a Molotov off underneath the archways, and Snacks. He's already gotten down, though, with this deep smoke in Banana to hold off the positioning. Has to get away slightly. Some spray goes in toward his direction. Doesn't quite land. But Edward, meanwhile, is already at the top of middle. Watch this crossfire set. There's 4 players here. This is such a hard trap for him to try and get through. Molotov, or excuse me, rather, Smoke to go out in front of the library. Bialy will push on this, but again, it's across. The flash works. They both peek, and Pasha gets the kill.
Like I said, very good at this utility. They're playing off each other perfectly. Great timing from them. Flashed in by his teammates. It's going to be Bialy finding one and Pasha with the second. 5-on-3 now. NaVi just shoving all in towards the quad side, but Taz waiting for them in the pit. Not really giving anything away as well. Spray coming through the smoke. Bialy trying to inflict some damage there, but he does bait out a shot, so he knows the orb's going to be there at least. Still very limited in terms of what they can actually do. Just going to be edging their way in towards the A bomb site now.
Flamey's got the shot onto Pasha. Taz just waiting for the opportunity to present itself as Bialy's going to get Flamey, and now Taz just gets aggressive. He's impatient. He wants this kill. He wants this round over with. But getting impatient might cost him a little bit as Neo gets out in the open. Taz still finds the kill, and things are getting even worse now. NaVi, I mean, again, the pace that this game started with has certainly been changed as Virtus.Pro now sit 10-2, and there's not a lot of money left. Guardian, by the way, 2 for 12 right now. Partly due to the fact that they haven't had the op on him very much, but even still when he hasn't found openings.
But he's getting locked out when he has it. They didn't have the grenades actually getting the positional control. That time, it's fast play from VP, 3 grenades going towards the banana area at the start, and just cooking Zeus there. And now they do force buy again. It's going to be the same situation though. They have AKs, but no utility. Guardian opens things up, but Tash responds with 2. He's looking for a third as well, but finally gets taken down. 2 kills for Guardian this round, taking his total up to 4. He's had a very quiet game on Inferno. They're looking to do some work here, round number 13.
Snack's going to rotate back around. Leave this onto Bialy to hold this position. They've got to cover off this A site with more than just 1 player. They are going to have Pasha with the auto sniper in that pit position. Guardian inching closer to getting around that corner and facing onto him. You'd say 3 versus 3 favors the offense every time, but that position from Pasha with this gun is just going to be so hard and so annoying for them to get toward. As Edward's going to creep out, he'll spot it with the jump. Doesn't actually see it, so he actually overlooked that. Edward does get the headshot lineup. Now they've got a chance to try and get the bomb inside of the site. The problem is right now it's in the hands of C. Okay, they threw it over. I was going to say Edward inside of that pit, but they do get it in position. They will get the plant. 39 seconds, lots of time, and thankfully Snacks didn't capitalize on that opportunity due to the smoke.
Edward's picked up the auto sniper, and he's in the pit as well. I don't think he'll be making the same mistake towards that truck side. He'll be just holding up, and this is a really strong position now for NaVi. Really can't afford to throw this one away. It's going to be seized. Edging toward that smoke. It's an off position for him. Exposing himself, but trying to get the drop on the player rotating from Arch. It's going to be Bialy finding the first kill, though. He actually gets out of the apartment somehow, but Edward deals with him. 1 versus 1, bomb ticking away. Snacks charging in, but it's not going to work out. Edward, no scope with the auto sniper. Finally gets NaVi their 3rd round. They had to battle so hard for it as well. It's Guardian and open things up with the AK-47. But a 2 versus 2 got tense. Looked like to me they should have been lost that round considering the situation, but there it is.
And the buy from Pasha comes back to haunt them. Thank you very much for the auto sniper as he takes that inside a pit, and it's a gift because it is the 3rd round now for NaVi.
Edward getting very unlucky at those timings. He's holding the pit. He's supposed to be defending his teammates. He's behind that smoke, and Bialy comes out of the apartment area, rails him. But luckily, Edward holds on. 10-3 now. Double orb set up for the CTs here. It's going to be Neo and Snacks holding those weapons, and still same setup at the moment. You can see Neo's going to be Actually approaching that apartments area. Finds Guardian though, so that opens things up.
Yeah, that's a good shot to start things off as Pasha inside of this cubby though. He's gonna play it off Bialy this time. Neo has gone low. But there's 4 players on this A site again, and NaVi just continues to walk into it. We never even saw the aggressive Virtus.Pro stance. They haven't needed to. It's just been so defensively coordinated and passive-aggressive in so many ways, as you say, playing off utility, playing off each other. Look at this again. Pasha just stays there, pops out, sees. He goes down, and so too does Zeus. Pasha follows it up, but triple as Edward comes around the corner. 11-3 as we head into round 15, and that's a reset. This is going to be 12 potentially now for Virtus.Pro.
Yeah, NaVi look a little bit lost at the moment. They're going to have no money going to round number 15, and that's just great teamwork once again. One player hiding towards garbage, and he gets baited in. Bialy drops, and that's enough actually. Look how easy this is for Pasha. Gets the first 2 frags. It's just Edward remaining with that auto sniper, but he's got low HP. 3-man for Pasha, 11 rounds to BP now. Just 3 for Natus Vincere. They go into the final one. Tech 9s, Eagles, and a P250. Look at that first frag. It's looking like it's very likely to be ending 12-3 here in the first half of the grand final. Only won 1 single gun round so far, NaVi. Those actual initial rounds were forced by craziness we saw at the beginning of the game.
Guardian. It's definitely been a wonder as to where he's been so far on this first map, Inferno. Crowd can do what they want to try and get them back into it, and thankfully they stand by their team because they're going to need the support. When we swap over. Not done in this one. We have seen Ecos to start this off get a number of kills and successes, but double op setup. Neo, Snacks, already inside of the banana position. Takes down Zeus before he can even get inside of banana. The smoke dissipates. He's on the corner. They have forced him back. Decent deagle shot into his shoulder blade. That's going to put him down to 56 HP, and they catch off Neo. But that's from Flamey over on the A site. Are they going to bring the bomb back? And if they do, is Taz going to be in the right position? Absolutely. Takes down one already, refaces it out, but he gets an overextension, and Seized is able to bring this back. Now they've got the A side.
Yep, the quad side's completely open. They've smoked out Pasha as well. He's looking to push through here. Does hear the bullets and drops the bomb as well. Gets the first kill and 2. Both headshots. Looking for the third now. It's just going to be Flamey in a 3 versus 1. What looked like a promising situation. Crumbles away, but he's looking to fight here. Picks up the AWP and gets a kill into Bialy as well.
Papa Pasha is back. 17 kills again in this game. Goes down here though. Flamey hits the shot with the Tech 9. 6 seconds. He's off it. He's got to commit. It's not going to happen. He can't. It's over. Snacks doesn't face. He's too smart for that. And Virtus.Pro's going to pick up number 12.
So many close situations. Just not working in NaVi's favor there. It's Flamey finding 3 kills towards the end, but once again, Pasha delivering. He's had a great tournament so far.
This is the best tournament he's had in a very long time.
Absolutely, I agree. He finishes top on the server, like you said, 17 kills, 8 deaths, and that play from him, he knew he had to do something. They'd lost the entire A side of the map there, smoked out of position, 3 NaVi players advancing to the bomb site. He just pushes through after hearing the spray, and it's a very clever play from him. 12-3 on Inferno. It's going to be the pistol now. We'll see what kind of buy the VP are presenting for us. 3 sets of armor. Neo and Snacks on towards the smoke grenades and flashbangs here. Decoys going towards the top of middle, and they're going to be straight up rushing B with 5 players here. Just going to be smoking off towards spawn, presumably. Flashing over, maybe a smoke towards the spools as well. That's from Neo. Making the flashbangs, in they go.
Flamey back to the site, coming around, does catch off Pasha. Watch the jump over top of Spools, gets in behind him, but Flamey's gone through the smoke. It works to his advantage. He's got the bomb down, and they're going to close it out. Flamey with 4 great kills inside of the B site.
Flamey's not going down without a fight here. 4 kills for him. Flashbangs just not affecting him whatsoever. He strikes when Spools and finds all the headshots. Virtus.Pro didn't have a single clue as to where he was. And that's the round they desperately needed there. This is now a game. Virtus.Pro, without the plan, of course, will be forcing up in the second here. Taz decides, oh, okay, no, he will be joining them. A late buy from him. And here we go then. 3 rifles, actually make it 4. This is actually quite an offensive buy from NaVi. We mostly see 2 rifles and 3 SMGs, but let's see if they can hold off VP here. They've got 1 smoke and a couple of flashbangs to try and do something on this force buy. It was crazy in the first half. Let's see if it's just as interesting in the second.
Guardian gonna smoke this off. This is their lifeline back into this game. They need to avoid this eco. Aggressive rifle buy as well. Guardian on the SMG looking to try and build up bank potentially to get that IWP out earlier. So he's going to fall off this, rotate back over. They did go for that early rotation we often talk about. And sadly, we won't get to talk about much more after Inferno does leave us for a while, but just with that control on Banana, they can bring that fourth player. As far as I know, yes, but I could be wrong on that.
Send-off in the grand final. How fitting.
Ooh, is it still in the ECS map pool?
I don't think so.
Because that tournament's coming up. But either way, Guardian takes down Pasha. That might be the last one. Well, doesn't matter. Not the point right now. As Bialy tries to come back around the corner, smokes out, doesn't quite catch off the transitioning player back inside of the site, but Taz does get Guardian. That's a good start. This is going to give them back down to 4 versus 4. They can try and execute on this, and look where the bomb is. Already at the end of the apartments. They want to bust out and go for a very fast plant.
Yeah, this could work out as well. This could be Edward and Zeus there. Zeus aggressive. If he drops here, this could be a real problem. He does. VP find both frags here. That's the A side completely overwhelmed now.
They're already saving this.
Well, they kind of have to, really, don't they? They've got no kids, no grenades. They have got the 2 M4s with 4 players to find, and they're equipped as well. And a bomb to defuse. That fell apart as quickly as it started for NaVi. They found the initial kill there as well, and it's Taz and Snacks that open things up, and Bialy finding a kill as well. Flaming Seas just looking for exit kills here, and that's a massive round for VP too. Answer back after losing the pistol. Exact same scenes as what we saw in the first half. I speculated as to whether it could happen again. It certainly does. It's actually a pretty clean round there for VP. Only dropped 1 single kill. They could have tons of catch going into the next round. Flamey does what he can, takes down Neo. He was on the hunt and going to get 2, so gets himself an extra $600 and saves the weapon as well. 13-4 now. NaVi, you feel like they have to buy going forward. They can't allow this one to spiral out of control and get VP on 14-4 so early on. They will be forcing in. UMP comes out, Deagle on Zeus. Edward working out how he's going to approach the situation. So here it is. This is what they've got to work with. 2 M4s, 2 UMPs, a Desert Eagle up against 2 AKs, a FAMAS and an M4. And there's a cheeky Mac 10 as well. They're going to be super effective here considering they will have had armor, but Zeus doesn't. But surely just a default play here from the Poles, just push them back.
Ooh.
Hunt for some information here and then execute together.
Actually, that may have been towards Sandbag intentionally. I'm not really sure if it was intended for Seas or not.
Looking.
It's okay. Just clip the edge of the roof. If it was intentional, it was quite well placed. Either way, Taz and Zeus exchange as does Seized and Bialy. 1 for 1 either way. Edward is going to be in a good position here with this UMP though.
Is it that good with the UMP? Apparently it is. He gets the first kill, takes down Neo. And that gives him a chance. They needed that kill desperately. They're actually going to end up getting 2 here. Make it 3! Taz finally gets him down, but that's the damage done. Round over. NaVi answer back with a force buy, of course.
So this is the same start as the last half in reverse. Virtus.Pro won the first pistol, NaVi ecoed, and then it went back and forth for 2 further rounds. This time it's NaVi winning pistol, Virtus.Pro eco, and then an eco back from, force buy back from NaVi. So this is going to put them in a position where, depending on how Virtus.Pro approach this, they can only get the 1 Galil out right now. Because without the bomb plants, unlike the previous half, they don't really have the cash to get much more into it. This could give NaVi a chance to get a back-to-back round rolling, get some economy in their favor, and start to claw back into this deficit. 3 rounds is all Virtus.Pro needs. Pressure's heavily on NaVi.
Absolutely. They can't afford to let anything slip here. He's going to do the force buy from VP, of course. Galil and Bialy, most of his players on upgraded pistols. They have got utility to play with as well, and just seized alone towards the B side here. He needs to be very careful indeed. As M4 was playing pretty aggressively, hunting for information, but now we'll be falling back to the bomb site. Has got a smoke and an incendiary, so he can hold them off for a while. There's the first smoke dropped, and Guardian tentatively rotating over from CT spawn. Doesn't want to fully commit at this point. He's in a position where he can be helpful towards mid and banana. And looking like it will be the Poles heading in towards the B site. Bialy and Pasha at the front, and smoke going in towards spawn now. This will be the final move.
Smoke from Seas to be thrown at the top of the banana. Pasha gets taken down, actually. He was going to stay in a position where he wants to peek back out, but he gets caught from the spools. Guardian with the kill. Zeus is going to find Snacks as well, and they have to commit onto this. 28 seconds, time to work with, but not the numbers. And the crossfire set. Seized is able to take down Bialy. He's going to re-peek this back out. Taz is in the lineup. Oh, but he's out of ammo. Little 360,
Hello.
Not quite stylish enough because Neo cuts him up. This will put a bomb down. This will give money to Virtus. Oh, will it though? Just barely.
Gets it down. That's all he could have got out of that. He knew it as well. Gets a knife kill. gives himself a ton of cash there, and the bomb planted for his teammates as well, an extra $100 for them. So 13-6, a decent round from NaVi, reading quite well. I said Guardian was rotating over, and he was very influential in holding off that push as well. Good drop of the incendiary, allowed them to get a little more control with the range of the rifles and take that first kill down. And we'll see a replay right now. It was seized, getting baited in by Guardian, and he finished things off. There's the knife, though.
Yeah.
Always fun to see in the grand final. Neo, he did get that knife, obviously balancing the books a little bit, but he's going to be getting an AK and armor himself. Teammates do have Deagle, so it's down to him. Can he do anything with this AK to open up the map? And Guardian, though, he finally has the AWP on the CT side. This game isn't over, Matt. I'm calling it right now. This could still
Just
go the
getting
distance.
started, I think.
Yeah.
And I think this is exactly it. I mean, Neo balances the books a little bit, gets that knife. He's got the AK out this time, but it was the back-to-back rounds that NaVi really needed to pull this off, as Virtus.Pro is all going to stick together. 5 players out of middle.
Well, Guardian's waiting for them. He's flashed, though. And I know he's here, so he's going to find... I was about to say the first shot, but he's going to be dropping here.
This could haunt him. Yeah, absolutely. He's so low, and they're going to wrap around. He knows Bialy's coming, but they've overwhelmed him. Gets the flash and then the leg shot. Not much you could do in that situation. Thankfully, Zeus is still alive inside of the site. He's got 1 kill back onto Pasha, but the bomb hasn't really made much move. Yeah. I think they're just going to hold up on this arch side and see if they can figure out what's going on toward Banana with this rotation.
That's exactly right. You can see Bialy's picked up the AWP as well. He's kind of isolated towards the library area right now, just looking to see if anyone will face from the site. Neo with the AK as well, edging his way in. There's a smoke towards apartments. They're going to be swapping the weapons over. Neo feeling confident to find that first kill. There's going to be a player in the form of Zeus waiting for him though on the bomb site. He gets the first kill, looking for the second here. He finds it, gets 3. That's the round over, and he gets a 4th as well. Great work from Zeus.
Ace
gets
from
all
Zeus.
5 kills. Fantastic stuff after what looked like an unfortunate situation there for NaVi after Guardian got overwhelmed in the library area. VP had so many options. They decided to edge on towards the ace site, and Zeus, what a play. That first shot was great, and it opened the floodgate to the rest of the kills there. Nice work.
Oh. The 1 AK was up against was problematic, but he does solve it. I mean, inside of the site as well. Once we saw Guardian go down, it could have been a huge problem for them. Thankfully, that smoke did go out in front of library, bottom some space. Pasha, nade in. Doesn't actually do any damage because C's manages to get beside the pillar by which it detonates, and with the deep smoke, they're going to try and let Flamey hold this position off. Now it's the same in reverse, though. 4 AKs up, and Neo's the one with the pistol after buying last round.
Yeah, well, it's Guardian this time adjusting his position. We saw him in the library last round. He will be towards the apartments this time. Like you said, no weapon for Neo, so they are struggling a little bit. He brought that AK to balance out the cash. It seems to have affected him in this one. Number 21, Guardian repositioned himself towards middle. Could be such a strong Inferno player, but hasn't really got started at all yet. He's currently on 7 frags, 18 deaths. Very poor performance from him so far.
That flash is well placed off the roof. Oh, better still on Flamey. They almost walked by. Taz thankfully checks it. He will go down. It's C's that has to run back inside of the site. Flash out on him. He gets in behind the flower pot, in with the fishies, but he can't swim fast enough away from Pasha, who's already inside of the site. Edward goes back in, and he's down for a Taz as well. Virtus.Pro looking like they're going to get another round. Make this on to 14. It's just Guardian and Zeus remaining. They're smoked off, and they're going to try and save, but look at this positioning from Snacks.
Yeah, he's ready for them. He's going to find the kill on Guardian, surely, but he can't somehow. The pistol steps up, and they're going to be saving the AWP by the looks of things. Once they get Guardian in the pit, he should be staying alive. It's almost guaranteed. Such a difficult procedure to try and get a player with an AWP out of that position. Zeus waiting in the library area as well, but what a round from VP there, just staying together towards that B site and just swarming the players remaining. It's going to be Guardian, there it is. Like I said, they shouldn't even try and challenge us now. They want to keep their money strong, VP. They're not going to take down a player like Guardian in the pit. So, the hunt is called off, and they'll just be holding towards CD spawn, Bialy towards the bottom of the middle as well. But there it is, Virtus.Pro get 1 step closer here to clinching map number 1, which is Inferno, and it's best of 3. The grand final, and what you called it, Matt, Super Sunday.
Yeah, that was me. I do have a British accent.
Yeah, I got you. Well then.
It's been a lovely week of action. It's an absolutely incredible stadium, I have to say.
That's a nice place.
We've got
they've got our logo
game
as well. Kappa Pride.
Oh, that was that. That's right, that is our logo. I wish we got royalties for it, though. Thanks, Twitch.
Double AWP set up. Here we go then, Seized and Guardian. We'll see Whether they can hold this off. It's quite a fast play here from VP, all grouping up towards middle. Going to be pushing through the smoke as well. Early flashbangs come through. Zeus ready for them though. Bialy to get the first kill, and they're actually going to swarm this site. All 3 kills found, and now it's just Edward to hold them off. He drops the bomb, but his position is now known. Snax taking him down. That's the round over. It's up to C's, rotating all the way from CT spawn here. Bomb planted. There's surely no option to go for this one. Map point has been found by VP. That's it. And they'll be just working out whether he's going for this for the first few seconds, and you'll probably assume they'll go hunting for him, but
this is the issue now because it's on to map point, and with 2 rounds back-to-back, saving on this AWP, there's no money. So
yeah.
Virtus.Pro have just done enough. It looked like NaVi, I mean, the way this game was going back and forth and the CT sides calculation from both teams, I could have easily seen this being NaVi basically getting at least a double digit to making this close. But that seems to have passed that moment in time.
Yeah, Inferno, this has been a very poor showing from them. 12-3 on the first half, and we said going into this one, Guardian normally so influential on that T side. They just stifled themselves with the economy game. Just so it's constant force buy. Sure, it worked out quite early on in the game. They got 2 rounds out of it, but he never really got going. He was never given the opportunity to have the AWP, and when he did, they didn't have the grenades to get him in decent positions and actually have some sort of impact. 15-7 now, potentially the last round. NaVi do have an AWP, Mag 7 and a FAMAS. The last 2 players are on pistols. It's weird that Siege has got the AWP and Guardian's left with a PG-50. Maybe he's feeling more confident, saying he can just play the B side by himself, which is exactly what's going to happen here. He is one of those players that can anchor bomb sides, very similar to Snax. He's very confident in his ability to find 1 or 2 kills and delivers most of the time, and there it is. The boost coming in from VP. It's Pasha that gets taken down by Siege, and something to work with here now, NaVi. He needs to be not rotating out, thinking about it.
Seized. AWP. We'll just hold on to this banana position as Taz and Bialy inside of mid itself, and Neo and Snax, a man downer over toward alt middle. Minute left to work with. Still 4 Molotovs, 4 smokes on this T side. That becomes the issue as much as the weaponry for the CTs. They've only got 1 smoke left, and that's on Zeus.
Indeed. Well, still a massive advantage for VP in terms of the firepower. It's just that orb, though, that's the problem. They can find that kill towards Seized. And he's just fired a shot as well, so they're going to be aware of his position. So you can see he knows he has to come in at this point. See if he can find something from it. Pushing down slightly, but flashed off. Now VP still deciding, 30 seconds. Need to start making the next move. It's going to be Taz leading the charge towards B. That's where they will be going, but he's still waiting. And Guardian finding a kill towards Snax. Once again, he's lurking towards the A side.
Seized is there, though. He's still holding. Oh, it's another tag and not a kill, though. Puts Taz down to 15, but he's still alive, and they're still pressing onto this B site. NaVi may just be able to hold on, though, if Seized can hit these shots. Manages the first, can't line up the second, but it is just 2 remaining against 4 from NaVi. Bomb goes planted inside of Orange's 1. It's not even set for Taz inside of this banana position. He's down. It's all on Neo. And he's gone as well. Guardian with the shot, so they pull it off on the force buy, the desperation buy. And they'll get their 8th round. The money for Virtus.Pro as well, though, after 2 rounds in a row.
It's okay.
That's all right. They'll be able to buy into this.
Yeah, they got 7K on 1 player. I think that is Snax. And he'll more than certainly be able to drop for a teammate if required. And we go into round number 24. It was C stepping up there. He said, do you know what? Give me the AWP Guardian. I'm confident I can hold off that B side by myself. And he's actually going to be holding on to that weapon. Guardian back on the M4. Maybe he's just not feeling the AWP at all today. Still, points and a lot of work here to do. 7 rounds required in a row for NaVi, just to take us to overtime. It's going to be a faster play from VP towards the B side of the map. Flamey, the first player to challenge. Hits the shot, takes down Nia, but it's responded with. And Seas comes in as well, taking down Taz.
Seized holding the angle as well in case they do push beyond those flames and try and wrap into the site with fast and forced power, but Bialy and Snax, as well as Pasha, gonna hold up just slightly as they fan out across the map on this CT side as well. They've got right now a player on Speedway rather on Guardian, Zeus, Edward, Seized, all spread out accordingly. Zeus and Arch, Edward, Pit. Seized in the B site, and Guardian's inching ever closer because that smoke now out on CT makes them consider this as a possibility, but they're not sure if this is a fake or not. Guardian's actually left, so Seized is going to have a lot of pressure applied. Has to hit the first, does. Down it goes Snax. They can't follow it up, though. They can't find the angles as they will get closer onto this. The smoke's still out on CT. Guardian's going to find Pasha through it, though, and it is Bialy the last alive. Seized just stays, waits, and finds it in the end.
C's still swinging here. Wants to keep the dream alive, and it's the AWP once again anchoring that B-side by himself, finding 3 kills. And that should break the economy here at VP. They have about 2K average, actually. Maybe a little bit more, 2.4. And they will be taking an eco, so not even giving the ult to Guardian even in this round. Not going to be mixing things up at all. He's hitting everything, so why not? Edwards, 20 kills. Guardian getting back into this since he picked up the rifle. And this should be almost a guaranteed round, but I say that tentatively because you never know with these guys. All it takes is one deagle shot to open up a situation.
Edward down at bench, the aggressive stance. These pistols can't find him. He's got 3. Zeus goes down, Flamey responds. He will fall to Snacks, but he is immediately snatched up, and it's going to be 15-10. NaVi have made it back to the double digits, and this crowd's loving it.
Yeah, well, we still have a game here, 5 rounds. NaVi finding us something here. Double AWP now as well, so they have said, Guardian, we need you here as well. He'll be playing towards middle, C's will stick towards B, and still so much to do, but so far doing a fantastic job of holding on.
Guardian not quick enough that time to hit the jumping player.
Okay, this is it now.
This is actually huge. So C's gets 1, but it's a trade, and it's a very important trade because they have to rotate 2 players back down from CT. They've given up that position early, Flamey and Zeus, and they're going to try and wrap through construction. Watch out, Pash is already there, good kill. That gives them a chance. Bomb's still not planted. It's going down at default right now. Remember, Taz is also on 15 HP, so a spray through this smoke could be absolutely detrimental. But they are able to fend it off, and Flamey will sit to 24. Guardian, no scope, nearly finding Snacks as he falls back to water. They're buying time. That's the big thing right now. They haven't got the avenues of access to the bomb site just yet. And as that smoke fades, thankfully, for the sake of Snacks, he's gone back over toward Banana to play this default position. Taz has Zeus. Guardian, good pick though. Smoke out. Oh, he's lined up. He thought about it, but he can't find it. Goes back for it. And Snacks is able to play inside that gap. They have to limit him. They have to find him. It's just he that remains. And they are going to get the kill. It's Guardian to do so. They've got the defuse.
Great retake for NaVi. It was Caesar drop first, as we discussed before. He's more than happy to anchor that B side, but the trade came in. That made things very problematic indeed. Smoked out of the side. It was such a difficult retake. Flamey opened things up though, and Guardian finished them off. Snacks just couldn't find the diffuser. You could see him desperately trying to edge through it. It was close. But there it is. NaVi 1 step closer to taking us to overtime here. And they've actually broken the economy of VP once again. It's going to be another partial buy from them. Tech 9s and P250s. They have a couple of smokes here. And sees he's got some backup this time. Player towards sandbags, but that's going to be redundant as VP are making their way towards middle.
Guardian, though, has the first shot. Again, a second as well inside the flames. He's fallen away from it quick enough. He only loses 12 HP, and sees is going to close out on Bial. The aggressive from Guardian as he tries to get stylishly jumping forward, but that actually opens up a possibility here. Neo with 2 quick kills, and Taz taking down Seized. This is now suddenly them with 2 AWPs, although very low HP, against just Flamey, and Flamey finds Taz immediately before he could set up. Bombs now planted inside of the site. Neo, again, it's the op, so ignore the fact that it's 20 HP with a slow peek. Oh no, he's got it! Flamey can't land it! And Pash is thankful of that because now Virtus.Pro, they can get away from this. This was getting very, very close.
Yeah, you can see that's a sigh of relief. Neo, the old master, 4 kills in the fourth, well, it wasn't even the fourth, by the partial power of the Tech 9s. He picks up the AWP, and Flamey had to just land 1 bullet there.
And I'm super curious as to Guardian's thought process on jumping forward on that third one when he's already inside of the bomb site. That's what started the downfall, because that was the first stop picked up. And